Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Hammer Time with West Ham United. Today we're taking on West Bromwich Albion in our home game. This will be our third game on camera, all of which have been on the home. There will be some away games throughout the season and throughout the save. Don't worry about that. But West Brom at home today. We have just come off the back of two videos where we faced Manchester clubs. We lost against Man City. We came from 2-0 down to get a point against United, which was a great result for us. West Brom today, going to be hopefully a bit easier on paper, but they're in 11th, they're in mid-table, so they're not doing too badly at all actually. This could be tough, but hopefully we can get something from this and win our first game on camera. Thank you for the support in the series so far. I've been brilliant, and throughout FM21 the past week has been great. As I said last time, videos from now will be back to the usual schedule of Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then there'll be some gaming videos in between, maybe on Mondays and Fridays, and maybe one more in between. We'll see what sort of time I have. But yeah, thank you for the support so far. It's been phenomenal. Yes, so last time we drew against Man United. Came from 2-0 down, and we got a goal from Allaire and then a penalty converted by Mark Noble after McTominay handled it. A VAR decision going our way. And Man United losing a VAR decision, which was a strange one. Since then, we have played 5 matches and started with a great result at Goodison Park. 2-0 away from home against Everton. Great result, great performance by everybody here. But it was Angelo Ogbonna who got both goals. 2 set pieces and Ogbonna scoring with both of them. So great by the centre-back there. Gets a 8.5 rating for those 2 goals. But just a brilliant team performance in this one. I think a deserved result. I think we were better than them. Everton have had a really bad start to the season. They've really struggled. But yeah, a great away performance this one. Really impressed. Everton are actually in the bottom 3. They've picked up just 4 points so far. So that extended our unbeaten run in the league to 6. But unfortunately that then ended at the hands of Aston Villa, of all teams. Ollie Watkins getting the only goal on 53 minutes. And this resulted in my first bottle throw of FM21. At half time, I went with a bit of like a wave arms, I think it was. It was still an aggressive team talk, but it wasn't a throw bottle. But then we went behind to that Watkins goal in the second half. Full time, really poor performance by us. We really created very little in this one and had just 4 shots at goal. So full time, I threw that water bottle. I threw it so hard. Yeah, just struggled going forward. Balbuena at fault for the goal as well. Just didn't go right with this one. We did get back to winning ways though, although it was a very boring match against Southampton at St Mary's. We won 1-0, but that was only by virtue of an own goal. Kyle Walker-Peters, unfortunate to put it in his own net. It came off the post and he kind of got his feet caught underneath him. So Walker-Peters with the own goal gave us that 1-0 win. A game of very few chances. Southampton maybe could have had a goal. They had more possession than us. But yeah, I think a draw would have been fair. Southampton a bit unlucky there, very unlucky actually, seeing as the goal was an own goal. But yeah, it wasn't an entertaining match in the slightest really, this one. And we managed to get the 3 points, which would have liked to have scored ourselves. Then we took on Fulham, who are bottom of the table and haven't won a game yet this season. They have just 3 points to their name. Again, it was a pretty dull match, and on another day, Fulham could have taken a point away from this and we could have dropped a couple, but we got the 1-0 win, and it was Said Benrahma with his first West Ham goal that came on 57 minutes. It was a decent performance. We just struggled to create chances with this one. Other than the goal, we had another opportunity where we hit the woodwork, but that was it really. Wasn't much else to write home about with this one, but we did get the win here, and as I said, Benrahma opening his account for West Ham. And then lastly, it was a 3-2 defeat in the London derby against Tottenham away from home. We were 3-0 down in this one. Managed to get it back to 3-2 with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. So we just ran out of time to get that third. But after going 3-0 down, after going 2-0 down, we really went for it, trying to get back into the game in the second half. Conceded a third, and then, you know, a late flurry, but not enough to get a point from it. It very nearly could have rewritten what happened in real life. Spurs were 3-0 up and West Ham brought it back to 3-all. Didn't quite happen that way. Spurs took the lead on 24 minutes through Son, and then made it 2-0 before halftime. Carlos Vinicius starting up front. Not really too sure what he's like in real life. I haven't really seen enough of him because I haven't watched a lot of live games this season other than my own team. But Harry Kane was out with a hip injury, so Vinicius started up front, made it 2-0 on 40 minutes, and then scored again to make it 3-0 on 82 minutes. almost immediately after that, we got a goal back. Tomáš Souček with a fantastic finish from outside the area. I think it came off both posts before going in. It was a really hard hit goal. And then in the 93rd minute, with 5 minutes of added time, it's been about 3. And Balotelli from the bench getting the second goal with his 3rd goal of the season for us to make it 3-2. We just ran out of time. And if there had been, maybe a couple of minutes more, we may have got something, but we just ran out of time. It was a decent late on, and it was a close game. I think we were unlucky to lose this one because Spurs, they were pretty clinical with their goals. So we have suffered a couple more losses since we last met. So we have just lost 3 games this season, which I think is really good going. And we got West Brom today. Looking at the table, we're in 7th at the moment with 20 points from 11 games. So we're still, averaging almost 2 points a game, which is, pretty good going. So hopefully we can stay in the top half. We are starting to push towards Europe. We're a little bit behind, but only 2 points off the champions Liverpool, who are down in 6th. If we can turn around some of these performances, hopefully we can start pushing into that top 6. Like 7th might still get us Europe. I think it depends on domestic cups and stuff. But we've only drawn 2 games this season. We drew against Newcastle and, of course, the draw against United last episode. And we've lost 3. So I think we're doing really, really well. And we also have some more money now. I went to the board and I said, can I have some more money for my transfer budget? And they said, sure, here you go. It's 50 million. That was easy. If I had that at the start of the season instead of 10 million. But yeah, we do have lots more money to spend now. So hopefully we can use that to start improving some areas of the squad, like, replacing Antonio, replacing Lanzini and getting in another central midfielder. And then buying some youth as well. We need to buy some good young players because if we look at the club culture, we're not really making any effort to sign under 22s. Or sign high reputation players either. So that's hopefully something we can do in the January window and then in next summer as well. So against Spurs, because of course we were pretty big underdogs, I did bring the wing backs back a bit. So for today, we are going to go back to the 3 at the back. Injury wise, Fornals has recently picked up a hernia. So he's going to be out for about a month with that. So hopefully we'll see him in the new year. Masuaku is just about recovered from an injury, as is Issa Diop. Do we want to risk them today? I think Diop we can put onto the bench. Balbuena's not really done too well for me. And Masuaku I think as well, because we don't really have a left back available other than Cresswell. Ogbonna can kind of cover at left back, but I think we can bring Diop and Masuaku onto the bench. I'm going to remove Antonio and I'm going to bring on... No, I'm going to leave Antonio on the bench. Get that wide option out there. Balotelli's going to start today, because he did score off the bench against Spurs. Aller has got, I think, 3 goals. Balotelli, I think, also now has 3. And Javan Anderson has played the past couple of games and actually been quite good. So we're going to leave him in today, meaning that, of course, Fredericks hasn't featured. Kufal drops to the bench. He's been all right, but Anderson gave him a game and he impressed. And we also do have Ben Johnson as well, who signed a new contract. And I think we'll... push these lines up again because they were a bit deeper for Spurs as well. So I think we'll go with that today. Hopefully we can get something from this. We're at home. I think on paper we should be the favourites, but we will wait and see. But West Brom are doing quite well. They're in 11th, so, they've had some good performances. They have a free kick here. It's Kamil Grzycki, and it's gone wide, but that's the first football of the game we're really seeing. I mean, we're coming up to half-time, and other than that free kick, nothing else has happened. It's been a very poor first half. Once again, that's the thing with West Ham at the moment. We're not playing especially entertaining football. We're getting some decent results, but the football is a little bit boring what we're trying to do. It's asking us to play attacking football, but it's very difficult. Especially when you're West Ham and, people are expecting you to, battle against relegation and be in the bottom half and yet play attacking football as well. You can't really do both, but we're getting some results, so it's just not especially entertaining at the moment. I'm going to say I'm not happy because we didn't really create anything there. So hopefully the second half is going to be better. Let's try and fire them up and let's see how we do. In fact, you know what? We're going to go attacking. Here we go. Anderson with a throw in here. Here's Buendia. Yet to score for us, but has set a couple of bits up as a cross goes in by Souček, but Johnston holds on to it. And with 53 minutes on the clock, can we get forward and try and create something here? Here's Aaron Cresswell. He's got Ogbonna in support. Goes into the middle for Souček, who's been good in midfield, got a couple of goals, and Furlong intercepts there. I feel like that maybe should have gone, I don't know, maybe to Buendia's feet. I've got passing this space on, I think. Here's Mateus Pereira. And Edwards. And Carlin Grant's through and sneaks in at the near post. Fabianski, not going to be happy with that. And it's 1-0 West Brom. That's the thing with Fabianski. When he plays well, he plays really well. But when he plays badly, he plays really badly. Because he's had some low ratings so far this season. He's had 6-3s, he's had 6-2s. But when he makes like saves, when he does well, he does really well. And that's going to be a disappointing one there to concede like that. We're going to berate them and try and get back into this. We've got a throw in with Cresswell. And here's Declan Rice to Souček. Can we get an equaliser nice and quickly? A swift reply, if you will. Here's Cresswell. Bowen. Bowen, it's in. It is 1-1. And that's Bowen's second goal of the season. So hopefully we can build on that and get in front. Because a bit disappointed to go behind there. We're staying on attacking. Let's see if we can get something from this. West Brom got a goal kind of against the run of play. And Cresswell with the assist here. And then Jared Bowen on his right foot. Past the keeper into the goal. 1-1. 60% possession for us. We need to try and make the most of it. We're going to leave it on attacking. Balotelli up front. He looks a little bit, what is that, nervous? So I think we're going to bring him off. He's on a 6.5. We are going to put Sebastian Haller up top. We'll go deep line forward on attack. Can we get in front in this game? A draw against West Brom is not going to be too good, really. Let's demand more. Okay, they've got a throw in a good position. But Souček with a header away. Not really to another West Ham shirt. Here's Gallagher to Sawyers. And Jake Livermore, who gets it back from Furlong. Sawyers again. And goes long. Pereira gets onto that. I think Cresswell went for the header there but missed it. And Ivanovic staying forward here. Not the sort of player I'd expect to get forward, as Gallagher has a shot from range but it's off target. Okay, Souček is getting a little bit tired. We are going to bring him off. And we're going to... Oh, we have no full nows, do we? Right, we're going to put Declan Rice up in midfield. Yeah, we needed a central midfielder on the bench. I think maybe we should have left Lanzini on there. We're going to push these lines a lot slightly higher up. Go high defensive lines. 15 minutes to go in normal time. Still time for either side to win this. But again, it hasn't been a great game. You know, the XG is very low in this one. No one's really got close to 1 with 5 minutes to go. This has been a very dull match once again. We've got one more change to make. Noble's tired, but we don't really have any other players that can play there. We'll bring on Yarmolenko for Benrahma. Is there going to be another twist late on here, or is it going to stay 1-1? Okay, we're into 4 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Kamil Grzycki to Furlong. Do I leave it on attacking? It's been a very close game. I'm going to put it back to standard. You know, it's going to be 2 drop points here rather than a point gain. We're at home against West Brom. I would have put us down as winners for this one. So this isn't going to be a great draw here. And we're going to be still waiting for our first win on camera as Furlong has a shot a bit straight at Fabianski. And I think it's going to be another draw, which is not a good result, this one. We've had 5 minutes. That's it. It's another draw. Still waiting for that first win on camera. Okay. Not really what I wanted there. In fact, West Brom, in the end, it was higher than us. But still, that was another dull match. It hasn't been too good, this one. Bowen with the goal for us. And was it Grant for them? Both goals coming within like 4 minutes of each other. No, that wasn't good enough. I'm not going to throw the water bottle. I'm not that mad. If we'd have lost, I would have thrown it. But we're going to thrash the arms and say, expect to see you in training tomorrow. So we just can't create chances for ourselves. See, Amelia Long has pretty much got it on the head here. Not got a single player in the side who can create a chance based on that display. There was a screen I found recently. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Attacking efficiency. So this is basically how clinical you are with your chances. So you look at a team like at the top here, like Man United, very aggressive football. But you know what? They have a decent number of chances and they tend to convert most of them. And then you've got a team like Brighton here who don't create too much and again don't really get any goals from it. We're creating a little bit, not creating a great deal of chances, but we are scoring, you know, as many as we're expected to. As this says, we shoot less frequently per match than average teams, but we're more clinical than a lot of teams. So we may not have a great deal of chances, but the ones that we do get, we do tend to convert. That's what I'm getting from that. So that's all right. We just need to create more chances for ourselves. How we do that, I'm not quite sure. Maybe we needed a playmaker here in midfield. Although this is our best 11, so ignore this. But if we go into our tactic, I think if we'd have had a playmaker here, like an advanced playmaker or a DLP, that would have been nice. Maybe bringing Rice up and going 4 at the back, so we do have that extra man in midfield, might not be a bad idea. Or even just leaving it like this, because we have got that set up. We could go with just Ogbono and Dawson at the back, who has been playing as well. I didn't mention that, but Dawson started playing. And then leaving Rice there and essentially having a 2-3-2-3 formation. That would be good against sides like this, because I feel like we were favourites for that game and we've dropped a couple of points, so it's a bit disappointing. Okay, so when we come back, we should be in the January transfer window. This seems to be going very quickly, but also remember the season started later than it usually does. So, you know, are we halfway through the season yet? No. We're in December, but we've only played 12 games out of 38, so we're not even a third of the way through so far. We're going to start getting some fixture congestion too as well, as we start playing some games on Wednesdays. You know, we have our next match in just 4 days. And, you know, midweek matches as well. We've got Newcastle on the Tuesday coming up soon as well. So, you know, the congestion's going to start hitting us. We've got the FA Cup as well. We've drawn Port Vale from League 2. In round 3, which is a nice favourable draw, you know, better than the Carabao Cup where we got 2 Premier League sides. But yeah, Port Vale in round 3. Hopefully we can use that to play some younger players and some more fringe players, people like Ben Johnson. Now we've got a decision to make, because I don't really want Port Vale to be on camera. I think if we get later on the FA Cup, if we get a good cup run, I'll start putting those on camera, maybe a quarter-final or a semi-final. But now we've got a decision. Do we go for Palace or do we go for Leicester? I think we're going to do Crystal Palace because it would be our first away game on camera. Crystal Palace are... Where are Palace? They're outside the bottom 3 on 11 points. So for the moment they're staying up, but a long way to go. As we said, we're only a third of the way through this season, not even a third of the way through. So there's still a long way to go. We've had a good start. We're in 7th. So yeah, you know, we dropped a couple of points there against West Brom. If we'd have won that, we would have been up to 5th. We'd have leapfrogged the champions. That would have been something, wouldn't it? But Palace next time, hopefully we can pick something up in that. And hopefully start winning some games on camera, because that's 1 defeat and 2 draws so far. Yet to win on camera. Hopefully that will change next time. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. And again, thank you for the continued support on the series as we kick off FM21. The first week's been brilliant, and it's going to be a great year, I'm sure. Hopefully you will stick around for the ride. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.